All right, so we're going to take a look at the solutions to our supplemental work for week one. Okay, so this first assignment is linear equations. And so on the first two questions, we're asked to determine if this ordered pair is a solution for this equation. Okay, so, um, we're just going to take the equation. And so remember, when you have an ordered pair, right? This is my X value. This is my Y value. So I'm going to just replace those values into the equation to make sure my left side is equivalent to my right side, right? So when I replace my Y with 5 and I replace my X with 3, do I get 5 on the left is equal to 5 on the right? And as you can see, as I work this out, we get 5 on the left is equal to 5 on the right. Therefore, yes, this is a solution. All right, looking at the second one, same process. So we have the ordered pair -2, 4. Is that a solution for y equals -1 half x plus 3? So we're going to say 4 equals a -1 half times -2 plus 3. So 4 equals, so a -1 times a -2 is just positive 2 over 2 plus 3. And then when I take 2 and divide it by 2, I get 1. And then 1 plus 3 is 4. Therefore, 4 on the left is 4 on the right. Yes, this is also a solution. All right, so this third question says, graph the equation by choosing at least 3 points, plotting them, and drawing a line. Label your points clearly. All right, so when we're looking at this, right, so we'll start off with a table, X and Y, right? And so I'm always going to find the y-intercept, right? Because anytime I give x the value 0, whatever the b is in the formula, that's going to be my y. All right, so my first point is 0, 4. So 0 tells me not to move left or right. I'm going to go up to 4, and here's my first point. All right, next. So I noticed that my x is, or the coefficient in front of my x is a fraction. So anytime you have a fraction, you want to give x values that is divisible by the denominator in the fraction, right? So since this is 2, I want my x values to just be even values, right? Because 2 can go into any even value evenly, right? If this was a 3, I would do this in uh, values that are divisible by 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, so on and so forth, right? So I'm going to just say 2 and -2 for my solutions for x. And now I'm going to just solve that. So y is going to equal -1/2 times 2 plus 4. Okay, and like we just saw before, y equals, when I take -1/2 times 2, I'm going to get a -2 over 2, which is just basically -1 plus 4. And then y is going to equal +3. So when x is 2, y is going to be 3. And then I'm going to do the same thing for -2. Y equals -1/2 times -2 plus 4. Y equals +1, right? Just like we did up here in question 2, plus 4. Y equals 5. All right, so now I got my 3 ordered pairs. So I'm going to go over 2 and then up 3. So over 2, up 3. And then -2 over 2 and then up 5. Okay, and now I'm ready to draw my line. So when you're drawing your line, you definitely want to use a straight edge. Okay, you're always gonna you should always label your points, right? Don't assume someone, especially like if you're if you kind of get off a little bit, you want to let a person know, hey, these are the points I'm using. Okay, so you want to make sure you get that stuff labeled so you can get your credit. Right? And then we want to use a straight edge to just draw our line. Okay, also remember, put your arrows on the end so that you are indicating that that is a line and not a segment. All right, so that's the first three solutions for our first three questions. So I don't want to bog this down and make this a super long video, especially if you don't have to look at all of the questions to see where you might have went wrong on anything that you missed. So I'm gonna stop right there, and then I'm gonna pick this up and probably do the next three or four, and so on and so forth. Talk to you shortly.